Hey, this is Tiger. Welcome to my stream. And what you can see is already the new setup for a 3-up challenge that we are going to do today on Preston Carlisle or the Blackpool branches or whatever CDRejdar will find for us. There is actually a lot going on in the acoustic channel because we have 3 times the game music running on 3 different channels probably. The one that's coming from CDRejdar, the one that's coming from Acura, and Akura. There is actually a letter missing in your caption, bottom left. And let's see if we can actually manage that. So, we're starting out with 0 viewers in my count, but at least we have the 3 of us. Okay, now we have less music and sound happening. CDRejdar, you can hear me? At least we can see you. I cannot read actually, but I think it should all be good. Yeah. The names are there. If I target better, then I might actually be able to get the streams into a better alignment. Yeah, since I actually invested some time to make some sort of a graphic for this event. Yeah. It doesn't look so super bad. Let's see where we're getting with this. We're still experimenting with how this works and how this may make sense. The idea is actually to have something like a 4-up challenge. Now, what should I play? CDRejdar asks. Let me just introduce the guys that are playing with me. You all know CDRejdar, moderator on this channel for like, what did we have the other day? 13 months running, and Acura 94. Very prominent member of the community here. Hello to you, nice evening to you, not the weird one with a latency in the chat. You're talking about Acura now. Now he's talking about himself, CDRejdar, obviously. And yeah, CDRejdar is not on the mic, he's on the chat. Acura is on the mic, at least he was.
Yeah, I am.
Yes, you're there. Hey, great. Nice evening to you. And thank you for doing this. Yeah, what is CDRejdar supposed to play actually? I don't have a frame where I can enlarge him so much that I can see what he actually has in terms of DLCs running in his setup. Now he's moving it. Birmingham Cross City, I can see. London Overground he has. Well, it's actually hard to say. You don't really have a lot of this, of those vintage thingies. So I, for myself, I would choose a Preston Carlisle run on the 86, since the 86 was not really on the channel a lot. I don't think I ever played it live at all so far. And what would we pick for you, CDRejdar? Maybe you run a Birmingham related service after all? I bet that they kicked out all the rail tours for that. Birmingham Cross City. Isn't Birmingham Cross City? Let me check if we have something. Not the biggest of timetables here. Do you have Cathcart for by instance? What is the blue one that you had there? The one to the right?
Great Western.
Is that Great Western? No.
Yeah, the upper blue one. It's Great Western, and 2 down it's Gossip Line.
The Glossop
That
line.
are the 2.
Is it the Glossop line?
And but what's more important, the 80s vibe, or
yeah, I get the 80s
yeah,
vibe is what
British
I was
rolling
aiming
stock.
for. But it should be British at any rate. And I was actually hoping that we find a route where we have this old rolling stock running. Or you're just counter what we are doing. And just select what you wanna play. Well, I think the Great Western Express should have at least enough opportunity to run. Do you have the diesel legends of the Great Western? Accra is rather loud. I can.
Oh, sorry.
Either you tune yourself down a bit, or I try doing this. Now that we both do it, you're probably too soft after that. Do you happen to have the Diesel Legends of the Great Western DLC? For the Great Western Express?
Is this better?
Now you are actually much too soft.
No, okay.
I bring you back a bit more. Try again.
What about this?
I think now it's good.
Perfect.
I think now it's good. Yes. What can we see there? Well then, what about the Flying Scotsman or a run on a shed?
I'm fine with the shed.
Then pick a shed. You're struggling on not on the Scotsman. Well, the Scotsman might actually be a bit of a challenge, but a shed should be okay, and then you're more or less free to go on whatever route you want to go. Because a 66 service, we should find it anywhere and everywhere. So, timetable runs. I think I actually take one of the journey mode. Ones that I already pressed into Carlisle, or the other way around. Not Preston to Carlisle is the nicer one. Okay, I lock my service in. I'm going from Preston to Carlisle. Acura, if you want to go the same way, the same direction, it's totally fine. if you want to go on Blackpool branches or also on Preston Carlisle coming the other way or running parallel. It's free for everyone to choose what we want to do.
That's maybe a class 40 run.
Oh yeah, can also do a class 40 run. Then we have 2 diesels and the 86 electric. And CDRejdar, why don't you come on the East Coast mainline? I think I saw it. Or is that too boring for you? There are not that many speed changes. But it actually would probably be a nice contrast. East versus West, old versus new. Yeah, or with the Scotsman. And struggle with the Scotsman. Or you run the Azuuuma if you want, you can also run the Azuuuma. Then we see the difference in A trains versus the classic intercity trains. Right. Since we are not giving away anything, due to the simple fact that I don't have to give away anything, we are totally free. We don't need to look at any scoring points or anything. Just trying to get into the format. Lucky enough, we're actually out of the music now. But I guess it was me who was sending out all the music into the ether. Scotsman is tempting, he says, but I've never played it properly. Well, who can say they ever played it properly? I remember I did a special stream for whatever 500 viewers on YouTube where we ran the Scotsman everywhere and we had some quite interesting derails happening.
Ah.
I could already jumpstart into it.
Yeah, normally I don't have to wait for
that is true.
Someone.
Now just imagine we had multiplayer in the game. Actually, we're getting as close as we can get to multiplayer, and CDRejdar is loading in. Calypso's Kimmy. We are obviously here for the derails. Thank you. Azuuuma it is. Okay, then no Scotsman and no derails. How are you guys? Great. We're actually trying out this format for the, well, not very first time, because we did it with CDRejdar the other day already. And, well, figuring out what we can do. If you want to take part once and run a train with us, just let me know. Then we open up a 4th window here. And, well, yeah, let's get this thing more interactive than we had before. Hope you're well as well. So, who said there wouldn't be a derailment? We will see. Okay. What was that? That was a weird sound. Someone left my Discord. No. No. Or someone
I'm
joined.
still here.
You're still here. CDRejdar is still here. And I also see the streams still on my OBS. Oh, am I installing it though? But not sure if I will be able to play. Install it, get ready, and let me know when you're fit to play. Then we will figure something out. For now, let's run with the guys here. CDRejdar, Akura, and I'm quite uncomfy waiting to give birth. Oh, all right. Then we're routing. That is obviously more important than preventing the derails. All right, let's start. The other two have already jumped into it, and now we begin. On my 86, I have to find the switch that turns on the driver's vigilance device, the DSD. Nicely modeled engine room. But the passengers can board while I'm doing this. Now we can hear the different sounds of the different safety systems. I've wondered, why do I hear this modern sound of the Azuuuma on my 86? Isn't it a beauty? We're here at Preston for Sir John Benjamin, whoever this might be. Preston, and we're running to Carlisle. I'm limited to 100 miles per hour. CDRejdar obviously is the fastest. And Akura, which loco are you actually on now? I did not pay attention.
A pacer.
Ah, pacer! Well, then you have to crank first and get the destination board in order.
Yeah, I cranked it on special because it's
On special.
somewhat special today.
Great. Do I have a guard buzzer as well? This is what my guard buzzer sounds like. Wait, that's my second. We love specials. Oh yeah. GD. CD Special Radar. No, it's your special name. Your second name. I'm getting confused. Pacer sounds nice.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can get this train up to speed without blowing my overload relay. And Calypso Kimmy says, well, I was always the weird one, but turns out I had autism. I can hear the Pacer's wheel whistle all the way. Look at your fellas going, Red. Closest thing to a Train Sim World 6 multiplayer event. And I'm not even stopping on the way. 78 miles to Carlisle. That was my DST, by the way. And CDRejdar turned off the HUD completely. Only 78 miles. Through Lancaster, Roxenholm, Camforth and Herneath. And I have a lot of cars. It's the battle of eras. The Japanese aided A train on the East Coast main line, fittingly. And the Pacer and the Class 86 in the West. And like 40 years before that. And I can accelerate to 100 miles now.
Yeah, I'm on top speed now. I reached my almost top speed.
So now my game is freezing. Don't know if I overloaded it with that many streams.
But the game itself freezes.
Yeah, that's the game actually freezing for me.
Yeah, the streams may take a lot of your VRAM, maybe.
This is totally possible. Maybe you have to limit your stream size and quality.
Yeah.
Because you're actually really big, and I made you smaller to fit you in the
Okay.
boxes.
I
When I tried it out, I probably had streams with
I've
with
already
a
limited the frames, but I will at the next stop I will reduce the quality as well. Or I
Yeah.
can do now if you want. Yeah.
Let's just try to figure it out if it actually does something, because now it's interesting because that was not so in the beginning, but it turned out to be so. If you just manage to reduce the resolution of your stream, then I can just make you bigger again.
Yeah. I'm on 480p now, and
Okay.
30 frames.
Okay, but you're still the same size, aren't you? At any rate, it did not change anything in my OBS setup.
I think I can only change the
Maybe.
frames and the resolution. And I'm on the lowest resolution now.
Resolution now. Okay. Let me check out what my VRAM is telling me. TPU. Yeah. It's actually on the
can be both.
limit. On the limit.
Heavier point of the root and VRAM bottleneck. Or short. VRAM short.
Yeah, well, I'm really heavy on the VRAM. I have 16 VRAM, and it is constantly at 14 at the moment. So the load. Let's see if we can do that. Let's run again. Let's see if that works with the lower resolution or the lower quality. Now it runs again nicely at any rate. So maybe you can slowly increase the quality again step by step to see how much it can actually take. If you want, if not, it's also okay, obviously.
Yeah, if it stays like it is now, performance-wise,
yeah.
I will step it up again.
Okay,
in like 5 minutes or more.
Maybe I should also consider setting the game resolution of my game back, because that also eats into the VRAM, obviously. So it took me some time, but I'm now getting closer to my top speed.
While I came to an hold.
Great.
Due to a red signal.
get to do all the honking. Yeah, I guess it's also the faster we go, the heavier it gets on the VRAM.
Yeah.
And with the Azuuuma and me getting closer to 100 miles per hour. It's actually quite challenging with those different sounds competing. So Akura, tell us, where did you just arrive?
Lancaster.
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 I will be running through Lancaster in a minute. And CDRejdar, what did you do? I see a yellow circle on your right. On the right side of your HUD. And what is the Azuuuma doing stationary? Where did you stop?
Whoops. Okay. I'm always falling for this 10 miles switch.
Yeah. And CDRejdar says, thank God for TPWS, otherwise he would have run the red. So we can confirm that the train stop circuits from the TPWS system work on the East Coast Main Line. But that's really challenging to pay attention to your own route if you're like me, always checking what everyone's doing.
Yeah.
Good thing I chose a non-stopping train. Though at any rate I cannot miss a stop. Thank you, CDRejdar, for taking care of this message. I'm getting closer to Lancaster too. I think I can see the high rises around Lancaster University. So I have to prepare to slow down before passing Lancaster. But I don't have to navigate the 10 miles per hour switches.
Yeah.
Lucky me. I'm approaching the 75 miles. CDRejdar redeemed the honk, the horn, and here we are. So here for me it's the 75 miles point.
I think that was your service that I've passed.
Maybe.
Yeah, might be. But yeah, I'm heading to Preston. Have you started your service in Preston? At Preston?
Yes, I started at Preston.
Yeah, then.
So we passed on the line. I'm just running through Lancaster.
Yeah.
And here are the 10 mile switches that I don't have to run. And now I'm crossing the River Loon, one of the most beautiful spots in the game. Now I'm accelerating. But now I have to stop accelerating because there is a neutral section coming up. Here's the junction that you probably came from when you started your service at the seaside at Markham Bay. Here's my neutral section, and now I can accelerate again. While I'm passing the spot where we are cutting almost into the Irish Sea. And now it's full throttle. That was more like the Azuuuma tone. That is minor. So tell us, Acura, if you like, what is it that makes you focus on the British routes?
I don't know. I don't know where this comes from. I'm absolutely not related to the UK in any way, but maybe that I have the feeling that the train spotting community in Britain is more enthusiastic, maybe.
Yeah,
Don't know.
that might actually be. It's more an art in the UK. Train spotting.
And it feels like there's a greater variety in trains.
Mm-hmm.
It almost feel like they are on a point. Germany was like in the 90s, early 2000s with a mix and match with newer trains and older trains, and they are more colorful.
Mm-hmm. Alright. It's not only red and red and red. Red boxes versus red boxes. And some white tubes.
Yeah. I mean, the private companies, rail companies in Germany, there's some kind of variety. Yeah, but you don't see them as often, I think. Or at least I don't see them.
Yeah, this totally depends on where you are. There are spots where you almost never see any of them. And other spots where they are actually pretty prevalent. So what was the first route that you played in Trains in World 6? In Trains in World in general?
Oh, I don't... Yeah, I think it was the Niddertalbahn due to the Baureihe 629.
Mm-hmm.
628. 29? Don't know. 628, yeah. 628. because that was the one train of my childhood.
I see. Yeah, Niedertalbahn. But that was not in the UK then.
No.
What was the first in the UK then?
In the UK, boah. Whatever route came with Train Sim World 3, I think.
That must have been not the East Coast Main Line?
Yeah, might be. But I don't think that I played it a lot. But the first I really got into was Bakerloo line.
Bakerloo, alright.
Bakerloo, and after that the two island lines, the older one and the newer one.
Old Isle of Wight.
Yeah,
I still love the Isle of Wight line, the older one especially. It is so super cozy.
Yeah.
And Bakerloo
It's
is
not,
quite special.
it's not a high-speed line. It's more something for, yeah.
Well, if you pump up the cab movement slide, then it feels like high speed when you're running your old underground train down the hill.
It feels like one, but it isn't really. The route isn't really long.
No.
But it feels like it's long because most of the time you're like going 35, 40 miles
Yes.
in average. Yeah, but back in the days I didn't play with the safety systems.
Mm-hmm.
I've just learned them through your tutorials.
Oh, that's great to hear.
And then I saw that there are the streams, and then I got into the streams.
Beautiful. Yeah, safety systems. I remember when I got into using the safety systems and how so much more interesting it rendered the whole game. It was still... That was Train Sim World 2. There was a time when it was given away for free on the Epic Game Store, and this is when I got in the game. And so I played a lot Sandpatch Great and then Schnellfahrstrecke Köln-Aachen. Also the Bakerloo line, obviously. And it took me a while until I learned that there are actually safety systems that can be turned on the German trains especially.
Yeah.
And that stepped up the game quite a bit.
Absolutely.
Do you have any real life connection with railways and trains?
No, we have Deutsche Bahn and Hamburger Hochbahn as customer, but
I see.
sometimes I go there, but not for the trains in specific, more for what we supply to, yeah, how to say, for their track maintenance.
Ah, I see.
The Hamburger Hochbahn owns some special wagons with cranes on them, and I'm working for the crane company, and sometimes we have to go there and help the Hochbahn repairing and maintenance the wagons.
Alright, that is definitely a viable real-life connection to the railway business. And I made it to Oxenholm in the meantime. Oxenholm, a lake district. We're not stopping. We still have 42 miles to go. And my line speed dropped to 90 if I'm not mistaken. And I'm getting closer to the Loon Gorge and Shap Hill, or Shap Summit, I think it's called correctly.
I'm almost at my destination for the service.
Closing in to Preston. Passing
Platform 6.
Preston 6. Then you might actually encounter some more 10 mile switches.
Yeah.
I think I have another drop in speed limit here to prepare for. 85. Here it is. While an 87 is coming from the opposite direction. So what's the item on the roadmap that you're looking forward to most at the moment?
I'm really hoping for the Tadami line.
The Tadami line, yes.
Still, after all this month, and after the release of running trains.
Did you buy it?
Nope. No, because I'm waiting for the Tadami. I don't want to spend this money on one more game.
I understand. And among the British routes?
The next
Just
West Coast main line.
Preston Crew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a little. Yeah, I'm not super happy with it having or being in another era. But yeah.
Well, I think I'm happy that just Train's stuck with the era.
Yeah.
Because they're just so really good at it.
Yeah.
And it feels so cozy, and they get the lighting and the colors so on spot on. Will be interesting whether at some point in time we're getting the same route again in a different era, just like on the Isle of Wight. So now I'm going into Moon Gorge proper while you arrived at Preston.
Yes.
I heard the pacer squeal.
And nearly on point. One breaker on point.
Very nice.
And not too late. A minute. Minute 3.
Ah, that's nothing. That still
Almost
counts as that still counts as spot on. So just passed my drop to 80. So what are you going to play now?
I will see. Yeah, one speeding at 1 point. The damn 10 mile per hour switch. Damn it.
Good thing is that you are across the switch so fast that it can only give you one docking.
Yeah.
I'm actually a bit hyped about the Thames Valley lines that are on the roadmap.
Yeah. Could be interesting.
Allegedly, there is some sort of a special token system that they are using there. So, something that might be the topic for a new tutorial video. And then I expect it to be kind of weird because the services cannot be that that long, actually.
I think I haven't looked into it so far yet.
I also know only what is on the public roadmap. But from what I can see, it is actually 3 detached mini lines that cross the Great Western Express route. Oh, CDRejdar got to his last stop. And I still have to climb Shap Summit now. Ah, there is a dead section here. I probably did not pay attention. Now here it is announced.
And
All good. I hate it when I run into dead sections and it blows my ground relays or my over voltage relays. Here's the dead section. Blop, blop. But I love it how the line voltage light and the train heating light go off and on again. So these vintage tap changer electric locomotives by Just Trains, they are really cozy. It'll be interesting to see whether the 86/4 will be different to drive compared to the 86/2.
Yeah, when I don't know, is there such a huge difference in them?
No, I don't think that there's a huge difference actually. From what you can read, I think one of them has flexi coils in the bogies, and the other has just normal coil suspension. But that might actually not be true. And I have no idea whether we can feel that in the anime in the simulation at all.
Yeah, that's what I think as well. Might be not a huge difference in simulation,
but we will see. Typically, Just Trains gives us a lot of variety anyway, in liveries and layouts of the lamps. Sometimes with headlights, sometimes with old headlights, sometimes with newer headlights. They are not cheap with that at all. So, Shap Summit, I'm coming. That many cars coupled to my 86, I don't need to bother to slow down for the speed limit up Shap Summit, because I'm not getting faster on the ascent anyway. And CDRejdar, you're gonna join Voice next weekend? Did I remember that correctly? I hope so, he says. Yeah, that would be really great.
Yes, that would be great.
So next time there will be another 4-3 up. Well, if it is a special occasion for you to be able to join to Voice, then I might actually consider doing exactly that. Otherwise, I might have done an unboxing stream for the Preston crew.
Huh?
But the good thing about nobody telling me what to do on my streams is that nobody is telling me what to do on my streams, so we can actually do what we want, and it's not that we have a magnitude of audience that forces us to do something differently. So the release date for Preston Crew is the 18th, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah, should be the 18th.
Should be, no, today is the 15th. So that's 3 days, that should be then Thursday.
Yeah, that
Alright.
seems right. It's
I don't know yet what the embargo will be, so maybe I can do a sneak peek stream about this on Wednesday. And then we could do another Run with the Tyger episode on Sunday. So, and I must not forget.
Sunday is always better for me because my wife is used to the fact that I'm watching the stream on Sundays.
Alright. Because she's used to this. Perfect. Well, then let's keep this for Sundays.
So we're heading back to Lancaster.
Lancaster is such a beautiful city, at least in Trains the World. Probably
But
also in real life.
Okay.
The fact is, I don't know it in real life, never been there. Only in Trains the World and in the 80s.
I've never been to Lancaster, to just London and Edinburgh.
Edinburgh, yeah. Edinburgh is also a very, very cozy city.
Yeah.
CDRejdar is preparing for his great arrival. I'm not sure whether I'm out of my speed restriction again or not. Ah, it looks like it. Looks like I am.
And there are no more points coming in than you are.
That's the thing why I have the points on. I can actually see whether there is a problem or not.
Yeah, you guys do way more outside shots than me. I'm so focused on my route, and then sometimes when I look to the other screen, to the stream, I saw you guys having some
externals, yes.
spectator shots.
CDRejdar is very good at that.
Yeah.
I'm closing into Penreath. CDRejdar is blocking the cars in the road.
Oh, didn't know that.
Yeah,
that it's working.
The camera blocks the cars and the camera blocks the passengers. The camera has collision.
Didn't ever notice. Okay.
And then
okay.
the car honk at you.
Ah.
So that you moved your camera away. Crossing the motorway. So, I have still a quarter of an hour until I have to be at Carlisle. Azuuuma. CDRejdar is doing a zoom on the Azuuuma. Azuuuma, yes. That's what it is.
I still haven't played any Class 800 services yet.
Really?
Yeah, just too busy with my commuter trains.
I see. Well, I have to admit the 800, the Class 800 trains are a joy to drive. And I like this low rumbling sound when they go across the switches. This boom, 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 boom. That is a satisfying sound.
I'm a little afraid that I would fall asleep driving one of them because of the like white noise you can fall asleep to. It's so calming.
Yes, calming, soothing. But you're right. This is actually a danger of that. So, last leg to Carlisle. I wonder how many cows and how many sheep did they need to make this route. Another interesting item on the road map, in my opinion, is the Carlisle to Whitehaven line along the Cumbrian coast, also by just trains. That is the Northern Riviera. But this is still a bit further up in the future. But nevertheless on the road map already.
We may see it with Train Sim World 7.
Maybe. It's now only like 2 or 3 months to the next office meetup at Chatham. Will be interesting to hear what news they have for us then.
Yeah. I have heard rumors that some of the routes on the road map might be released with TSVs or TSW7.
That's a Train Sim World 7 core route then? Okay. Or in the era or after Train Sim World 7?
No, core routes.
Really? That would be a new... I don't think that ever core routes have been on the roadmap before. They are usually a surprise.
Yeah,
but you never know.
As I said, just rumors in the dream. Ricky Rail. Richie Rail. Don't know how I got into this stream, but he was live on YouTube and I was on YouTube.
Very big. He's very big, and we did 2 relay races together.
Yeah, I saw. I saw that.
Maybe this you were there, I remember. So maybe this connected us in the algorithm.
Yeah, that might be.
And he said that some of the routes will be core routes and trains and what's. Well, I have no idea.
At least it was about Tadami. He said it might be because it's for more than 3 months in this 0 to 3 month state.
I see.
That's
but
kind
I
of
still don't think that it can be a core route. If it is a third-party route, how can it be a core route if it is a third-party route? That would be something very surprisingly new. But you never know.
You
never
don't know. Maybe DG said, we have this route already this long on the schedule, and
true.
People are hyped for it, or are now less hyped because of running trains. I think running trains may or may not have profited from the Tadami hype, kind of Tadami hype.
Yeah. Well,
but I can imagine it profited from it.
Go for the same feelings there.
I remember it was Microsoft's train simulator back in the days. There was already at least one Japanese route as well. So yeah, especially Japanese trains and routes are a thing in the train community, train spotting, train gaming, train simulation, whatever.
Yeah, there is definitely a market for it.
TS Classic does have, I have them all in TS Classic. Tadami, the green, blinking yellow signal.
Flashing yellows, then you're going into a siding.
Flashing, yeah. Way too early.
Oh, CDRejdar is actually getting the Steam logo out. The Flying Scotsman on the loose. So, and I am only 2.6 miles away from Carlisle, waiting for this beautiful old-fashioned 20 smorgasbord sign. It is, and that means I can actually get the brakes on. Double yellow for me. Yes, chuff away. Double yellow again. Close your cylinder cocks. Yes. Good. A view on the coals. So, and I actually managed to be a bit late.
Oh, Punktland. On point.
Congratulations.
But not time-wise.
See, I'm already a minute late at Carlisle.
Whoosh. Steam loco would stress me out completely.
Yes. As long as it has a speedometer, all is good. Steam locos without a speedometer are really a pain. And with the cylinder cocks open. CDRejdar, you're wasting your steam with the cylinder cocks open all the time. So, I made it to Carlisle. I have no idea where to close it. I think it's the C button on the keyboard. If my muscle memory is right. Yeah! Open, closed. Open, closed. And there should be a lever to the around the left foot. Or you found them there. Alright. Alright-a-roo. So I made it without speeding through the whole line.
Nice.
But not on time. I was 1 minute 30 late on Carlisle. But well, I think this is typical for the era. Now I let myself being driven out of the map. What actually can take a bit because the whole depot stuff north of Carlisle is represented in this beautiful DLC too. Oh, now he's backing. The Scotsman tender first into a siding. Wheel slip-a-loser. It's such a beautiful locomotive. The AI driver started my locomotive with the brakes on.
Magic driver.
Well, you heard them scream. That would actually also be a nice expansion. The part between Carlisle and Glasgow.
Yeah. Oh, that would be nice. Oh. And then a whole Sunday going from London, from Birmingham to London, and then the West Coast Main Line up.
From Brighton to London, you mean? Brighton, London, and then all the West Coast Main Line.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know why I...
You confused this the other day already, right?
Yeah. Someday I will have.
But that is a good idea. Brighton. You can even start at Eastbourne, or pretend we're coming in with the ferry and then going on the East Coast way to Brighton, London. Then with the tube. Unfortunately, we don't have a tube line connecting to Victoria. But anyway, we can pretend, and then London, Euston, all the way to Glasgow, and then to Edinburgh, and someday travel back to London on the East Coast Main Line. That would be nice.
That would be really nice.
So AI is taking me still on through all the depot area here. I should make some more scenes that can highlight you guys, so that I'm able to get one of you on the full screen, for example. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
I still have to get more proficient with the OBS and maybe find a way to limit the load on my VRAM. Okay, I've been thrown out of the represented area.
The map, yeah.
The thing is, you get a message that you've reached the end of the represented area, and if you click return to free roam, then you're back here.
You just dropped into the wild.
It's train kicked me out. But you can go on foot, apparently, into the not represented area anymore. So you're arriving at Preston.
I had to stop at a signal, and the moment I stopped, it switched.
That's how those signals work.
Love it.
But given the number of lines that I can see on your screen, you cannot be far away from Lancaster.
I'm already near Carnforth.
Carnforth. Oh, you're going the whole way.
Where this train terminates.
Oh, where?
No,
well,
it was
terminates
just...
then.
It terminates.
At Carnforth. Alright.
Yes.
Then all is good. And we actually made it quite nicely to end our services more or less at the same time. Portrait of a lady, 5 stars out of 5. And CDRejdar is already getting the coffee for the break. Nice. So, you took the regional railway livery for the Pacer.
Yeah.
Beauty. Well, guys, thank you so much for doing this. with me. It's really cozy.
Thank you for having us. Or at least having me, maybe.
I'm so happy to have CDRejdar too. And yeah, next Sunday maybe we can talk, all three of us, and I will throw the video on my channel as soon as I get around to doing it. And if you, now talking to the audience, feel like taking part in this or anything like this, just let me know and we will see what we can do. Thank you guys, thank you Aqua, thank you CDRejdar. Have the greatest of times and the greatest of weeks, and see you soon, maybe during the week for a sneak peek stream for Crew Preston, and most probably next Sunday for another episode of Run with the Tyger. Thank you guys, bye bye.
Bye guys.